Football is truly back and in full swing.
That's why Sky Bet are giving you weekly free bets and boosts all season long.
Head over to Sky Bet now to check out Acca Freeze, Build a Bet and all of their latest offers.
18 plus, T's and C's apply, gambleaware.org. Can I ask you about the context of this win? Because I think there's still a lot to come for this Arsenal side. Eze, Odegaard, all in the same side. Saka fully fit. There's a lot to come. Liverpool don't look very confident defensively. They could drop more points to come. They've got difficult games, harder games than Crystal Palace, by the way, coming up soon. What's the context now for Arsenal? It has to be about pushing Liverpool as far as you can right now, because there are huge defensive frailties for Liverpool.
Yeah, of course. And last year, Buvey, this time last year when they lost, I know, could be around the same time when they lost to Nottingham Forest, there was 1-0, yeah? We wasn't nowhere near it. Had a few injuries, already dropped points, we was off. Liverpool's going to drop points. They're gonna mess up. But it's whether if Arsenal's going to be there to capitalise. Save with Manchester City, if you're there to capitalise. If they messed up this week and we didn't capitalise on it, it's the same thing. Liverpool just go again. It's a bad week for them. Yeah. But we've got to be there on their necks and pump up the pressure. Now every game for Liverpool, they need to win. They can't even afford to draw, because if they draw and we win, we go above them on goal difference. So that's that pressure. You know, you've been on a race with them, 97 points, 98 points. Yeah. The pressure's on.
My first thought about this game to ask you as an Arsenal fan would be about your creative play in open play, because of course getting you out of jail with set pieces has helped you in a big way here, and sometimes you need to use that. But would you be concerned maybe about Eze getting a little bit isolated? Saka's not fully fit. I'm just saying as a talking point, is there something about your fluidity in these games? Needing Martinelli last minute against Man City, is there some sort of analysis we can give about Arteta going into these kind of games, how free-flowing Arsenal seem to be, and maybe the lack of it?
That question's there, but do you look at this different? Do you look at the City result differently now, with it being 4 points out of 6 out of those 2 games? Both of you.
Like I said,
you know, if it was a draw today, you go 2 points out of 6. You were kind of saying it before it happened.
Now it's 4 points out of 6.
Now, do you kind of look at the team selection and City and go, maybe it wasn't that bad?
What, the Man City one or this one?
Both of them.
Well, the team selection today, I thought it was all right. I was fine, because obviously I just didn't want Mikel Moreno to start, because I felt like we needed to be on the front foot, because we needed to win. Palace beat them, so he put Eze back in the 10, which is fine. Going back on the Man City result, I don't want to touch on it for too long. He set up wrong. It was too negative. It was defensive. We're at home. I feel like we could have got the 3 points. Cool. To go back to your point, when it comes down to creativity in the team, I do worry a bit. I still feel like he's still relying on his defense to not lose games more than relying on his attack to actually go and win it. But we still can give him a bit more time, because there's only 6 games played. But he has to find something within this team. He still needs to find a way to play Odegaard and Eze in the same system.
Yeah. And we saw Zubimendi come off. He looked frustrated. He had a really tough game. This is one of the best midfields in European football. I really maintain that. At home as well, St. James's Park. But Zubimendi, for me, I know he's come in. Yeah. I really rate the guy. But there's going to be moments this season he's going to have to let the handbrake off, and he's going to have to play Odegaard and Eze. And we can debate if it's Moreno. We can debate if it's Zubimendi or Declan Rice. But one of Zubimendi or Declan Rice will have to be dropped in big games.
Doing that today is a problem. You need... We started off the stream by saying the best goalkeepers, the best number 6s, the best referees, you don't really see them in the game, but they're making an impact. And I think in this kind of game, away against Newcastle, you need to start Zubimendi. I think maybe at home, against certain teams, you can play Eze and Odegaard.
4-3-3. Like when City won the treble, there's 4 centre-backs. So you're playing 4 centre-backs because Timber is great defensively, Calafiori... 4-1-4-1 is a great option for Arsenal. You don't need 4 centre-backs playing, with the right back and the left back being a centre-back, and then Zubimendi and Declan Rice. That feels too negative for me. Yeah. I think in big games, there'll have to be a real question mark, especially when Liverpool rock up, if it's a tight title race. Eze and Odegaard playing together, just like De Bruyne, David Silva, who've won the league title before. You have to play both of these guys together in midfield.
I agree with Buvey on that aspect there, because there is going to be games where you don't need Declan Rice and Zubimendi, because you've got Declan Rice. He's a hybrid. He can do the 8 and the 6. The season when we was going for the title, we had him and number 5, Thomas Partey. They was doing it, but he's great in the 6, Declan Rice. So he can play 6, and you play Eze and Odegaard there. So I agree with you. And obviously, it will give us a bit more creativity on the left, because obviously, Odegaard, he does that with Saka on the right, that combination. On the left-hand side, I still feel like it's a bit more neglected. Yeah. So if you had someone like Eze on the left-hand side, maybe we can get some more creativity on that side. 100%. So yeah, maybe he might have to drop Zubimendi or Rice. And obviously, people's going to be, how can you drop one of them? But if it's for the better of the team, then it has to be done. So yeah, we're just going into our next 6 fixtures is looking like we.
Do you consider it a 3-horse race? This goes for both of you.
I personally do see City still in this race. I know if we draw one game and the City win, they're right there with us. You can't count City out. Whether they win it or not, it's a different story. But they are definitely in this race.
Next week, Liverpool go to Stamford Bridge. Obviously, Chelsea haven't performed great of late, but it is a tricky game for anyone, Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
Arsenal play West Ham at home just before that. How important is it that you kind of send it in level?
100%.
Because you've seen Arsenal have these opportunities over the years and not capitalise really.
Yeah, it's massive because if I remember, I don't know, I can't remember how the fixture list is gone this season, but more times, well, the beginning of this season, Liverpool has played before us. So it's always, okay, Arsenal, what can you do? Now we're going to set that tone. Okay, Liverpool, what can you do? Psychologically, now they're going to see us on top of the table. So they know we have to win. Man City's probably like, I don't know, who's your fixture against? Do you know?
Brentford.
They're more than likely going to win. So then they're going to see that, okay, Man City are going to be 2 points behind us. So even if we do drop or lose points, we still got Man City.
You shouldn't be worrying about West Ham.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about West Ham.
I'm not saying you are,
West Ham now, though.
I'm not saying you are. If you want to win the title, you have to. It doesn't even. You transcend these games. It doesn't matter. Liverpool away is a difficult one. Etihad away is a difficult. These guys will smash West Ham up.
I don't care who. I don't care if it's a new manager. I don't care if they got 10 Bowens. We need to put one on them as well because they're the reason why we lost the league already. They've already done us over. So yeah, come on, let's get this job done, man. Come on. Great win for us.
It was a big result. Big result.
Very significant, man.
And I know I was kind of needling for Newcastle to get the win, but from my perspective, making sure Liverpool don't get the league.
Look at Adam. Look at
Fulham away.
Yeah,
You got Palace after that. I think that's 9 points if you get your head right. Burnley away, Sunderland away, Spurs at home, Chelsea away. There's no reason you lose
Spurs,
any of those
you need
games.
to be winning every game.
every game.
I don't see these sides having that much quality. I really
All due
don't.
respect to Palace,
I
'cause
don't
think
see
Palace
these
are
sides having
incredible.
more quality than Arsenal. So you have to be looking to. I think you're looking to win all of them.
Yeah, I think we should win every single
until
game
Spurs,
up until
yeah.
Spurs. Anything
But
can happen with Spurs,
Spurs,
but
I
we're still at home against Spurs.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I think you beat Spurs. They weren't great against Wolves.
Yeah, 60-40. I still think we should.
And
still
Liverpool's next 6 are Chelsea away, Manchester United at home, Brentford away, Villa at home, City away, Forest at home.
That's a touch harder. And their defensive record isn't quite there. At least
Although
Arsenal can sit
United
there.
on paper sounds more difficult than it is.
Arsenal got all their defenders fit. Ben White's not even getting a kick. He's one of my favourite defenders in the league. So they've got a great back line. Liverpool got 2 centre-backs, really. Joe Gomez, we're not sure about his fitness every week.
Yeah.
Konate's in terrible form. And Van Dijk's a Rolls Royce. He's the best centre-back in European football, for me. Kerkez isn't quite clicking. Frimpong certainly isn't clicking. And Alisson was outstanding against Palace. But Arsenal right now have got far more players in form, ready to go. And if the manager can let the handbrake off and play creative players, va-va-voom football, you'll blow these sides away.
Yeah.
You don't need 4 defenders that are centre-backs and then play 2 defensive midfielders. You don't need it.
But
you don't. You're so good.
To be only 2 points behind Liverpool at this present moment of time, I'm happy. I'm happy considering the fixtures that we started, the fixtures we had at the beginning of the season. On paper, before the ball was kicked, everyone was saying, "Oh, if Arsenal comes out of that unscathed, it's looking good." We had Manchester United away, albeit that you're not great, but it's Manchester United. Old Trafford, first game of the season, you're going to be up for it. Leeds, you expect us to win. Liverpool 1-0, beat Forest, drew with Man City. And then the last one was Newcastle.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's how many? That was 4 teams out of the top 6 last season.
Yeah.
Now we're 2 points behind Liverpool.
A week ago, it felt like there were a lot of questions being asked of Arteta.
There still is, though, Adam. There still is questions. Because we went to the dying seconds to win this game, and we've got the quality to win this game outright. So there still is questions. I'm just happy that we just found a way today. But that doesn't paper over the
Do you think
cracks.
he can genuinely get you over the line in a title race?
I
know we're 6 games in, so we're going very early. But do you think he can?
I honestly do believe he can, but I just feel like sometimes he overthinks things. He just needs to believe in himself and believe in the team a bit more and let the team play. Before, when we never had a great defense, he was relying on our attack to win us games, which we was. Then he built a great defense, and now he's relying on the defense and neglecting the attack. He's got both now.
So what would you do next week then? What would you do in terms of the playing staff? Saliba comes in, no question for you.
Yes, the same back line, Saliba.
It's the same back line. What's that midfield and front three looking like? Is it still Trossard on the left? Martinelli, should he be starting this game?
Probably Martin. But if now Odegaard's fit, so you'll probably put Odegaard. So for me, I'll put Zubimendi or Rice.
Yeah.
Or either one. At home against West Ham, we play Zubimendi or Rice.
Okay.
Odegaard in the 10.
Yeah.
Eze on the left.
Yeah.
Gyökeres up front. Saka right wing. That's
strong.
That's more than good enough to beat West Ham at home. More than good enough.
So strong.
Yeah. So But either way, like you said, we could just drop one of them, put Declan Rice in the 6, and put Eze and Odegaard, both double 8s. And then put Martinelli on the left.
Yeah.
We've got depth. We've got strength.
You've got great depth.
So yeah, man. Arsenal, we've got a good chance this season. It's just whether if the manager just sets us up right. And then, we'll see where it goes from there.
So, Rory, what did you make of that statement win from Arsenal at St. James's Park?
The win, and we can talk about Rice, we can talk about Gabriel finding it. But it belongs to Arteta. It does. It belongs to Arteta.
Half-time,
he went for it.
It's
aggressive substitutions,
exactly.
aggressive tactics.
Leave it on.
Do you think? Am I being dramatic here? And I'm not talking about the criticism that perhaps we've spoken about, but I feel like there was universal criticism towards Mikel Arteta. I labelled him a coward, and I stand by it. I think he was cowardly going into the Man City game. I think he was cowardly going into the Liverpool game. But he most certainly wasn't. Do you think that the noise around him, not just us, but all of the noise on the airwaves, in the back pages, YouTube, wherever, do you think it affected him? Do you think he was braver because of it? Did the noise have any impact?
I feel he's reacting to the noise. I feel he's reacting to the pressure from the fans. And I'm not trying to be hypercritical because it's a very, very big win. But still, half of the amount of goals they scored in the league this season is coming from corners still. To win a league title, you have to show a level of quality on the ball, in my opinion. You have to be dominating sides, and they are doing that in terms of possession. But the open play chances has to improve, in my honest opinion. And Newcastle's one of the hardest games you're going to have. Anfield away, Liverpool away at Anfield, Man City at home. It's going to get easier for Arsenal. They do have to find a way of playing Odegaard, Eze altogether.
Although you got to remember, Newcastle away for Arsenal on some level, like they've been beat there 3 times in a row. Like on some level, it's their hardest game.
Yeah.
Like you look at where they've struggled over the years, and last year they were flawless against their biggest rivals. It was sides like Newcastle that done them over, and the year before. Do you remember that?
Is it him learning on the job then, or is it him being reactive? Because there's 2 ways of looking at it. He's being proactive and he's making the substitutions at halftime, like he did against Man City, like he did against Newcastle United, or is he being a little bit reactive and listening to the noise?
I think his responsibility against Newcastle, a lot of the time when we talk about football, we want to see managers instill their philosophy in players. You want to see patterns of play. You want to see development. You want to see millions of things. There are also sometimes when none of that matters. And I know that the hipsters, probably not many of whom listen to this podcast, but if any are listening, they will now be turning off. They won't like this. But there are some points when stats don't matter, XG doesn't matter, patterns of play doesn't matter, philosophy doesn't matter. All that matters is the result. And when the geezer came out with the board and give it 8 minutes, all that mattered was Arsenal found a way to win. Nothing else mattered. If you win, you're heroes, you're icons, you're serious.
Yep.
If you don't win, you're none of the above. And they won.